All right, Luke, let's talk about Cole Anthony because Cole Anthony has, maybe outside of Mo Bamba, has improved more than any of the returning players of the Orlando Magic this year. So I'm just going to give you some numbers for Cole Anthony right now. Right now, he's leading the team 17.7 points per game, shooting 44% from the floor, 42% from the three-point line, 81% from the charity stripe, adding 7.4 rebounds, 5.3 assists, 2.6 turnovers, 0.7 steals per game. Just looking at his net rating, 3.5. So positive. Obviously he's part of that starting unit that is playing so well. 114.4 offensive rating with Cole Anthony on the floor, 110 defensive rating. One thing that I can say about Cole is he talked about being an improved defender this year. I have not seen any evidence of that so far. He's been getting torched. But right now, he is third in scoring for all second-year players, Luke. He is fifth in assists for all second-year players. He's fifth in rebounds for guards in the entire league. Right now, he has a 55.2 effective field goal percentage, which is 87th percentile in the league. In the short mid-range, which I believe is like 3 to 10 feet, shooting 55%, which is 90th percentile in the entire league. Non-corner threes, 46%, 91st percentile, and then all three-pointers, sitting there at, this is cleaning the glass, so their stats a little bit, contradicting what NBA has, NBA.com, but it says all three, 44%, which is the 92 percentile in the league, and those advanced metrics are per cleaning the glass.
Yeah.
So, Luke, I went as deep as I could into these numbers. Cole Anthony is just shooting the crap out of the basketball right now. I don't know how any other way to say it.
I don't need the numbers to know that. He's just. I mean, he is playing very well, obviously, which has been a great pro to this season so far. Of what has been a weird season even to start. But you look at these numbers, man. I mean, he's playing like roughly. He played 27 minutes a game last year and 47 games. Through 7, he's playing 33 minutes. We expect that to probably take, a little bit of a tick down once Markelle comes back. Maybe he goes down to that 31-30 number. I just hope it doesn't go much lower than that. He's just been sensational. I think that he deserves all the playing time in the world. You go to his per 36 numbers, and, this is where you can kind of pull what you need, right? His per 36 numbers last year was like 17 points a game, 0.8 steals, 5.4 assists, 6.2 rebounds, 39 and a half basically from the field, 33.7% from three. This year, the biggest things, there's only a 2-point differential in his points per game because he's always been a chucker, if you will. He's going to get his shots up. So last year especially, it's just the way that the efficiency in which he is doing that, right? His per 36 obviously is 3-point percentage and everything like that. Shooting, he'd be shooting 7 attempts a game, and last year 4.9, but shooting 42% as opposed to 33%. Also his rebounds, right? I mean, you're looking at his per 36 is increased by 2 rebounds a game. I mean, he's just the biggest things for me is just his efficiency and his rebounding. Like you said, he's fifth amongst all guards in the NBA. Like you were listing second year stats, and just outright in the NBA, he is fifth amongst guards. If he can keep that up, that'll be impressive. I think he'll see a slight minute decrease here coming up soon, but I also think that his rebounding and his efficiency, man, has made me. Give me all the the Cole Anthony stock. Give it all to me. He's been incredible.
Yeah, going back to the advanced metrics. So last year, his effective field goal percentage was 46.5, which was the 19th percentile in the league. So basically, what that means is 81% of players in the league had a better effective field goal percentage than Cole Anthony. So we've seen a huge jump there. The short mid-range, jumpers, which he's taking, quite a few of this year. He was 33% last year. This year, so far, 55%. And you mentioned, 33% from 3 last year, 42% so far. That's a massive jump. So with me, as much as I love what we're seeing out of Cole Anthony, it's only been 7 games, and part of me is waiting for the other shoe to drop. Like, okay, he's shooting the ball so well. And the next night, okay, shooting the ball so well, shooting the ball so well. Last year, like the issue with Cole was just like his consistency.
Yeah.
Like we would see games like this where 3 of 5 from three and
Right.
20 plus points or whatever. So I just want to like wait a little bit longer. Like if this is like a 20 game sample size and he's doing this, I'm gonna be like, okay, this is like he's just having an incredible season. Right now, like I'm just like, I don't know if this is for real yet.
Too
I think
good
it
to be
can
true type scenario.
Almost, yeah, because if Cole has made this kind of a jump, like that really, really changes things. Like then, like the Markelle, Jalen Suggs, Cole Anthony thing gets like really, really interesting.
Yeah.
Then I think you do have like a legitimate, like, all right, who is the odd man out at this point? Because I don't always feel like that right now. I would say the odd man out right now is RJ Hampton.
Yeah.
You're looking at the guards that we have, and we're not talking about the veterans, Gary Harris and Terrence Ross. We know that neither of those guys will probably be on this team past next year, and that's if you don't trade Terrence Ross, or both of them this year. Gary Harris will not be back next year, if I had to guess, regardless if he's on the team the rest of the season. But I'm just, it feels too good to be true. I'm not saying that from a perspective of he can't do it or he's not capable, but I was just not expecting this. And if that's the case, like, it's just another step forward in like the rebuild. That's like, wait a minute, this might not take as long as we thought.
Yeah. He's been,
But he's just shooting the crap out of the ball, and you're 100% right. You didn't need any of these numbers to know that.
No.
You just have to watch the games.
Right.
You don't have to look at the box score. It's
Yeah.
just like, oh, he made another one.
And
He
not-
made another one.
Yeah, and not to mention, I think that he does a good job of running the offense right now. I mean, he's not great, but he's good, right? And I think that obviously his shooting is a big reason for it. But 5.3 assists per game right now, 2.5 turnovers. I think that there's that obviously he's going to be able to run, be the primary ball handler when Markelle comes back and they have to Markelle goes out, Cole's in. I think you're going to have to run one of them at primary, because otherwise you're just back to where you are right now, where like you have a unit that just doesn't have a primary ball handler, and I just want to gouge my eyes out. So
yeah. The last thing that I'll say about Cole, and I don't have any data right now to back this up. I think we need like a bigger sample size, and I'm still trying to find where I could find this type of data. But it just feels like right now when we run pick and roll and a big gets switched on to Cole, like he's pulling out the handkerchief, tying it around his neck, bringing out the knife and the fork, and he's like, I'm just about to feast on this guy, because it's just like over and over, like we saw it in the preseason. I know it was like Enes Kanter. We saw it last night. Isaiah Stewart, he had a really nice step back. I know we've seen it in multiple games this year, like Cole just getting switched and either just like putting the dribble moves on, step back three, or just like getting to the rim like really, really easily against these guys. So he just is really putting it together right now. It's been really exciting to watch Cole, and I really hope it continues, to be honest, because it would be huge for the Magic.